Easter edition Yellow Jacket discussion Soundfall gameplay.
Yeah. Sad to say we're not the only ones that are doing this exact same game and discussion.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yes. Happy Easter, everyone celebrates. If not, it's just another Sunday for everyone else. But yes, I'm here with Augie the Froggy.
Hey.
And I'm Obviously 2003 and it's 9:48 in the PM. And let's get this going. Do you make any changes or anything? You're good.
I made them already.
Alright. There's usually some dialogue and then we'll get to our discussions. Alright, so there's a bonus map that we haven't started yet. We should be almost done with this map segment, 'cause I believe it's 10 levels and we're on 3-8, so... You ready?
I'm ready.
Go. Oh, no dialogue for this one. Did you have a good Easter?
No, I did not.
Shame.
No, it was good. Yeah, I can't find no loot.
What now? Interesting beat or sound. Almost sounds like retro-ish.
What is square dude?
That's your longbow attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, push and hold though.
Okay, yeah.
I should say a charge attack. Was the Easter Bunny good to you this year?
No.
Did you ever see the holiday movie that Kevin Smith did for Easter?
Yeah, wasn't the girl from Yellow Jackets in there too?
Was she? I don't remember.
And wasn't Kevin Smith, wasn't there's a bunch of different characters?
I mean, there's a bunch of them, but I think he did the specific Easter one. And S is joining the chat. It's such a dude. Must be talking about himself. Happy Easter, S.
How's it going?
S, if you didn't hear Augie, he asked, how's it going? He asked, what is this laser tag craziness? Have you not been watching our previous sessions? Where are you? Where have you been for the past 10 episodes? Augie, would you want to give us an overview of this game?
I don't know what the fuck we're playing. It's some game where you push buttons and shoot things. You're supposed to do it to the beat of the music, but I just push buttons.
It's like happy weather, y'all. Well, thank you. The weather is kind of decent today. It was good for doing Easter things. And I guess he said WTF Easter. Not sure what they referenced in Easter, but stupid shield. But yes, this is Soundfall. This game reminds me of Towers Unite. But as you can see at the bottom of the screen, there's like a little metronome thing. With different weapons we get, we have to try and match to the beat for multipliers. Apparently this is not on Earth. We are Earth-based characters, but somehow we got sucked into this other realm.
The story is more involving or more interesting than that of Mass Effect. I don't know.
I think this game came out before Mario and Luigi. But yes, you can still do damage if you miss the beat, but it's not as powerful. Apparently, as you progress throughout the stages, you unlock more characters that have different perks and abilities.
Is there any way to avoid not getting hit by these things?
Dash, circle. When you dash, this shouldn't hurt. Oh, I just moved in a bad spot. Yeah, but you have to obviously do it to the beat. If you miss the beat, then it kind of offers.
Ask Esp, is he a fan of Gloria Estefan?
All you want to ask, are you a fan of Gloria Estefan? Esteban? Guy always doing the late night infomercials for his guitar lessons.
Estefan. Estevez.
Emilio Estevez?
Yeah. Probably seen Estevez.
And that says no, he is not. And he asked if this game came out in the 80s, because no, it did not. Because apparently, Earth-based characters sucked into another realm. So that is this premise. Nothing against her, but I don't like listen to her music or anything.
No, I'm not either. But just when I play this game, I just have it in my head. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you.
He's asking, did she die? No. Is she still doing like TV judging or something? Or is that some other?
I don't know. I just know the anniversary of Selena's death just happened. And her birthday's coming up. Was he a big fan of Selena?
Us. Huggy wants to ask if you're a big Selena fan.
Or how big a Selena fan are you? Because he has to be. He has to be a fan. I just want to know, how big a fan is he?
That's how big of a fan of Selena are you? Huggy wants to know.
If he went down to the Alamo Dome and they were filming for extras for the movie, did he go?
So Huggy wants to know, did you go to the Alamo Dome when they filmed Selena here? Yeah, he actually did pretty decent that round.
Yeah. I'm kind of awake.
That's right. Oh, everybody dies. Selena died. I enjoy some of her music. I did actually.
He
100%
did.
honest to God. You actually went?
Yeah, I thought I saw you when I was watching the movie recently, yes. I thought I saw you in the crowd.
He thinks he was still in elementary school. And yes, he's confirmed he went to that special event.
Did your ass go to that too, Oz?
No.
Didn't Dad go to that shit? And I don't know, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he went with Matthew. You ready for next round?
Yeah.
Avery took my aunt and me. Okay, this is Lydia. What is that awful smell?
Hobbs' ass.
Oh, we made it 11 minutes before you referenced my ass. It's Discordian thorn walls. They're corrupting the rosin sap.
It smells like when they close a water park. But they don't drain the pool. And it gets taken over by frogs.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Flashy Mania Water Explosion Adventure Park. They closed it down when I was in 5th grade. It smelled just like this.
How do you know what it? How do you know that if they closed the park?
I spent most of 6th grade there. That was a great year.
That's right, I don't think I even knew you then. Hell, I could have been sitting next to your dad and not even known about it. That's a very good chance. And just so you know, Augie the Frog is the one who picked this game.
So that's why I'm gonna write an origin story for how Hobbs and S met.
Watch out those walls. Anyway, good night, gents. I'm off for the night.
Good night.
Go! 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 Wait, where did that go? Oh, I guess for the same one. Have a good night, us. So yes, in our title we mentioned Yellow Jackets.
Yes, Yellow Jackets, where everybody's coming.
We've been leaving everyone in hanging in anticipation.
Blue balling everybody.
But yes, for those you don't know, it's what, season 2 on Showtime?
Season 2, episode 3 just aired a couple days ago.
Yes.
Evidently, it's a big phenomenon, right? Like, it's one of the biggest shows around right now.
I would say yes. It had pretty good reception.
So I figured since this game's not too... I mean, I guess it is story-driven. One of the greatest stories in video game history, yeah. We can take time to kind of... do a few takeaways from that last episode.
Yes. Because what general high overviews, group of high school soccer team was going to nationals. They're flying to nationals, and in the midst their plane crashed in some secluded forest here in the U.S.
Yeah, I don't think we have to do a whole over. I mean,
No, that's just like the high thing, but I'm not gonna go step by step. But that's kind of the very minimal thing we do. I know we talked about before.
Anyway, I must have just. I felt like this episode, I don't know, was giving a bunch of clues for stuff or kind of making allusions to stuff, but I don't know. So I kind of I jotted down a couple takeaways or a couple things that I noticed, or I don't know. So the first thing that happens in this episode that's kind of weird is, what did you make of the VHS screen shift thing that was going on with the coach's flashbacks?
Well, they're still sticking to that 90s theme. I guess it was just kind of depicting that almost like, I think Wayne's World would reference it when the screen kind of not shakes but goes all swirly for a flashback, or I forgot how they worded it, but yeah, they're keeping that 90s theme with the VHS thing for, I guess, not for a memory / alternate what could have been.
Well, it'll have to be something different because they've never done that with any other flashback. That's what I was that's what I noticed that was different from anything else. And the episode kind of started that way. It kind of did like a little jump shake thing, which it had never done before either.
Yeah. Another bonus map.
So, I thought that was weird. And yeah, I get that because it's so far the only one where, kind of get to at the end, that alternate reality type thing at the end. So I thought that was weird, and I thought that was a clue for something. I don't know, because they never did that before. I know it's kind of hard because like the whole thing is a flashback. I mean, not a flashback, but it's taking place in two different timelines. So it's kind of hard to flashback when the whole half of every episode is off. But maybe that's the point of why they did it different, because it wasn't technically a pure flashback, maybe.
Maybe, and then the season 2, they maybe kind of changing things up a little bit. They never really went back to his his background.
Well, they introduced a shit bunch of new characters too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
they need cannon fodder for what's to come.
Yeah, exactly. Increase the kill ratio or the kill count. So anyway, as everybody knows, I live my life according to Twin Peaks.
Oh boy. Doesn't go that way, we're gonna go up real quick.
Alright. So takeaway one, is that I thought it was weird about the jump split screen thing that they were doing with Coach's flashback. That's my first weird takeaway. Did you get the thing already?
Yes.
My second thing is, what do you think about the Elijah Wood character?
Oh, I don't feel this, but is regards to the
what?
No, I guess with the story, because the characters have kind of branched out a little bit with I guess, their side stories. Did him which one? I don't know.
I'm already fucking annoyed with him. Yeah. Maybe it's because I hate Elijah Wood, but But anyway, that's my second takeaway. And then, it's like, okay. And it's almost like his character is paralleling that Adam character from season 1, where he kind of just drops in Shauna's world and was kind of a love interest, I guess. It looks like that's what's going to be this guy, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, to bring it back around to Twin Peaks. In Twin Peaks, the movie, Fire Walk With Me, not to give too much away because it's not Twin Peaks anymore. I guess I live my life according to Twin Peaks. There's a lot of thoughts.
Don't go that way, don't go that way.
Don't go that way, the way you're going?
Yeah, the floor hurts. You have to like glide over it. Sorry, you're saying Twin Peaks, Elijah Woods? Oh, you have to pass.
Fire Walk With Me. I died, goddammit. Twin Peaks, the prequel movie, was very much maligned because it kind of had new characters. Chris Isaac was one of the detectives and Kiefer Sutherland instead of Agent Cooper. And many people speculate that they're detectives.
Holy shit.
Representing the audience trying to discern the various clues that are hidden within the movie, kind of figure out what's going on in the whole overall show. So then that's what it's gonna be I'm gonna base my rest of my assumption that, like pretty much everything, this show is heavily influenced by Twin Peaks. So they're gonna make homage to it and maybe even use some of the same things Twin Peaks possibly did. So these Elijah Wood and Christina Ricci, are representing the audience, maybe the detectives, letting us know, hey, there's clues hidden out throughout this episode, or there's clues hidden out trying to figure out what's going on. So that's how I'm connecting it to Twin Peaks so far. Okay?
Okay.
And they kind of parallel, like I said, I'm dead. Kind of parallels too, like that Adam character coming into Shauna's world all of a sudden. Well, that's one of my takeaways.
But I mean, that's always a TV show thing, or a sequel where never.
You're breaking up, I can hear you. Oh, what?
Like every TV show, though, whenever you see an actor or character like that's either gonna like the new villain or just whatever to push the story for the season.
I can't. How the hell did you get there?
Right here. See how that hit the right timing, or is this not letting you get to that square? It's like you're above it, because it looks like you're yeah, it's weird, it's like you're floating. There you go. Push the... Can you go all the way to the left? Maybe? You broke the game.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm getting the time on some of it at least.
But it's like you're floating above the map.
God damn it.
Cause yeah, see how you're up there by the rocks? And it's like,
Yeah.
let me see how far I can go forward.
Yeah, maybe I can math.
That's a lot of fucking over here. Oh, there we go. Watch.
Like am I way ahead of you, right?
Yes.
Let's see here. Oh, what were you saying about what?
Fuck. Oh no, just every show has that where they add new characters for a new season to push whatever story narrative.
Alright.
Can you check it down a little bit?
I'm just gonna tell you that's my assumption. That's what I'm going. Like that's how I'm gonna proceed, and you can.
But that they're kind of us trying to figure out if they've done it.
Yeah, like what's going on. But which is kind of weird though, because I can't completely say it's because we kind of know at least because in the in the show. It's weird because it's a weird reality because everybody in that world doesn't know for certain that they cannibalize to survive. Is that correct, right?
Yeah, it seems that way. No one's spoken about what they did to survive.
So then I don't know, like that kind of defeats my thing, but I'm still saying they represent us. Because then like, what's the mystery? We already know that as an audience. Like we knew that from the get-go pretty much. But anyway. Like I don't know how, like nobody knows what's going on. Oh shit.
I died. Going up.
So nobody can say, like with Twin Peaks, nobody can say for certain they know what actually happened and what how to interpret it. So anyway.
Watch your footing. Fuck, I died. Go. Fuck!
I'm right there, god damn it. Anyway, one of the theories going on with Twin Peaks is that some of the characters know that they're characters in a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of weird because the jump flashback is kind of weird to me from this beginning episode, and I'll kind of tie back anyways to some of the things that made me think because I'm wondering maybe this show trying to copy some of the theories that people have on Twin Peaks. But probably not. But then the Twin Peaks has that famous symbol of theirs. And this show's kind of very using that symbol too. But anyway. Another one of my... I don't know. Like they're saying weird stuff like That Taisha character is kind of weird too, because she's kind of living in this shadow world, or she's kind of got this dual existence going on, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Very Lynchian.
I got it.
So anyway, I guess just to try to make things more tied up, like the theme song, I'm not too familiar. I mean, even though like heavy into the 90s music, I wasn't too familiar with that song. Oh, god damn it, died.
Don't come this way. Don't come this way.
But in the song, like one of the main lines in the song, the theme song that comes out every episode, is no return. They repeat the verse, they repeat the line, no return. So, I thought I'd say, I guess, oh, god damn.
Step.
And I think I'm certain that's an allusion to the they're not going to return from the woods. Like, basically, they're not returning the same person.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. Like, that's not a big stretch or big. Oh, god damn, where the hell am I?
You went up.
So anyway, no return. They're never going to be the same people from having experienced what they experienced, and that makes sense. Nobody would. But another takeaway from this episode that I had, and this is something I'm going to discuss and mention to you, is this new character that's Misty's new sidekick friend in the flashback, or in the 90s timeline. He's like a theater student, right, or something?
Yeah.
I died, god damn it.
Right. There you go, there you go. Oh, it's that weird complete thing. So you gotta hop and go start going down. With your theories, what you call it, well, I don't know if you're saving it towards the whole coach and his flashback thing, or were you saving that for a later part, or?
Oh, that's fine. What do you mean?
Because I know, not that he was given an ultimatum, but it was like the, I guess what could have been reality thing, where like he decided to stay with his lover, and he never would have been on the plane crash. His life would have been completely different, basically.
Yeah.
That was interesting how they did that for the first time, like a whole what if theory. But yeah, it's kind of what you were saying earlier. What if these? I guess not. Their adult version of themselves is just an illusion. But then would be a shared reality or a shared illusion. It'd be one thing if one person was thinking how they're all growing up, but for all of them, unless it is only one person's alive or whatever.
I don't think that. Well, we'll see where it goes. Because like I said, with the I think it's a lot supernatural, and it's just like and more paranormal, whatever the exact term would be. Occult. And it just seems like they haven't pulled the trigger hardcore on that yet. Because maybe they don't want to
Testing the waters.
Yeah, lose some of the audience. But anyway, because that symbol does look like an occult symbol, an alchemical symbol, or something, or Wiccan or somebody. Okay. But anyway, bringing up the new character, the Misty sidekick character.
Yes.
She's a new character, I guess, but kind of technically she's been part of it. She's a theater student.
Yes.
And out of the, like, I think they've been kind of putting Misty's 90s character kind of in the background more than, she seemed more prominent in season 1.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks because, I mean, from what thing it looks like, she's going to become some pretty big thing. But I don't know. But anyway, she was just talking about there's some weird story where she ate. It's not the first time she ate somebody. It was just kind of stupid, and I guess it was funny, cutesy, weird. That she had a twin, but when she was gonna be born, but she absorbed her twin. I guess kind of consumed her twin. As she told me, it's not the first time I've eaten somebody or whatever. It's just some weird random story, right?
Yeah. But they're really making that new character very awkward.
Yeah, but then that's also like a way for them, the writers, to kind of give some clues, because I forget how they worded it. I should have wrote it down. Misty was all kind of not turned off, but kind of interested or intrigued by that. She said, I died. He said something along the lines of, it's, did I write it down?
No, he's still alive. We're going to jump him. Let's get the hell out of here.
He said something about, it's interesting to see somebody become someone else. He said something about that after that girl mentioned that she ate her twin, or she consumed her twin. Right?
Yeah.
And it was like, I think there was 2 times where they just cut to them and it was just like maybe a conversation. It was like a weird transition. It wasn't like a long scene. It would just, I think they were talking to each other under the tent about the play or whatever they were going to do. So it was weird dialogue both times. So in my head, it's playing along the themes is that their adult versions are just actors acting out not who they really are. Because who they really are was killed and it's not the same since they went to the woods or the forest or wherever the fuck they are. So their adult versions are basically actors acting out a life that just acting out an existence and just, you know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. They're not really alive. They're kind of just going through the motions because of what happened in the woods, kind of just. Well, that's my thing on that, I guess. They're kind of like actors. And that's kind of why the play stuff is kind of coming up.
I'm gonna say something embarrassing. With so many Discordians, I'm glad I found you two. But don't make a thing out of it, okay? This is just a thrown together by fate situation.
Hey, some of the best bands in history got together for the classifieds. Ooh, Guardians of Harmony Ensemble.
He just always on 10, isn't he? You get used to it. Or you don't. Either way, he doesn't stop.
Anyway, so that's my thing. They're trying to emphasize that the grown-up versions are actors, whether it be metaphorical or whether it be meta. Like, hey, we know that we're humans watching actors act out, you know? But again, kind of going with some of the Twin Peaks theories, where people. I kind of sound like a drop with movie. Where people will speculate that some of the characters on Twin Peaks know that they're characters on a TV show. Because that's what was kind of weird with the flashback. That's what kind of made me start focusing on it, or just kind of fixating on it, was that VHS jump thing. Because then it's kind of indicating to the audience, hey, we're just kind of watching a TV show here, you know? Which is kind of breaking the fourth wall. Unless it's just meant to show that, yeah, this is like an alternate reality. Not real flashback going on, which is probably the case. But anyway, I'm sticking to my Twin Peaks thing for now.
Go.
So, anyways, my theme: they're actors acting, metaphorically or meta.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. What's weird to me is the whole Elijah Wood scene where him interrogating
Already came this way.
Randy. Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, I was kind of, I guess, trying to establish their rapport between Elijah Woods and Christina Ricci.
But they could have done it because technically the information he got from him doesn't help us any, because we know that Natalie was kidnapped by Lottie's cult people. So like,
we
that
know
whole
that,
scene,
but they don't.
I know, but why visually show it to us for that amount of time? Like, it's not, like you said, it's just for rapport, but like, I don't know, I guess it could just be that. Because another thing, and then throwing back to last episode, they did that. The name of the episode was one of the episodes. Whether it was, damn it, what was the name of the episode? Where they did the Roman thing, where like when they finally ate, so them eating Jackie. I guess the finally the big cannibal thing was shown, right?
Yeah.
They showed them like as Romans, right?
Yes.
Greeks or some shit.
Some, yeah, epic beast.
Like, I'm trying my best to not look up theories. Like, I'm just trying to formulate my own shit. But like, I'm looking up stuff on YouTube. Like, if it makes me think of something, that's my own thing. And like, I think the name of the episode was something like Roman Countryman or some shit. And then like, I kind of remembered that little line, and then it turns out, and it's from Julius Caesar, the play. And it's like, lend me your ears. And that was the episode where Jackie, no, Shauna ate Jackie's ear. And it's like, lend me your ear, he says in the play. But I know I'm rambling. But then it's like, okay, these motherfuckers are trying to be smart about shit, like the writers. That's pretty clever, like they're saying, lend me your ears. Like he says, Mark Anthony says that in the play. Lend me your ears after Julius Caesar was killed. Like
The singer?
no, the Roman guy that helped. I don't know, I don't remember Julius Caesar too well. I just remember the Et tu, Brutus. But like I said, I looked up a couple of YouTube videos on Julius Caesar. Evidently, I know Brutus was like the one that stabbed Julius Caesar in the back because of that famous saying, Et tu, Brutus, like you too, Brutus, like you turning on me, which Julius Caesar was like a tyrant anyway.
Yeah.
But Mark Antony was a good friend too of Julius Caesar, and he's trying to win the audience over, and like he just gives this speech to the audience about the, like, I guess trying to like not completely praise Julius Caesar because everybody was kind of glad that he died.
Ooh, Banshee. This sounds quite harmonious back there, Grunt. Would you like to make some silly excuses or just admit to your failure?
Gronk, 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 poop, grr.
Oh, 3 of them. And there are how many of you?
Boo.
It was rhetorical, Grunt. I know you can't count. Be gone! Such incompetence. I would be worried if they weren't acting exactly according to my plans. Seems like a boss level.
Yeah. So anyway, I know I'm talking too goddamn much about it, but like, that episode started getting me into think like, okay, these writers are smarter than they probably most shows are. It's not just for entertainment purposes. They're trying to do they're making allusions to other stuff that's giving you clues to potentially what's going to happen in future episodes or stuff. Because then that's...
The ground is shaking. I think that's the pitter-patter of many, many Discordian feet. You 3 Guardians together, the more powerful you become, the harder the Discordians will try to stop you.
Then I guess it's time to shred. Anyway, in the movie or the play or whatever, the Mark Antony, he's making a speech to the crowd, the Romans. That's why he's saying, lend me your ears and shit like that. And I think,
Holy shit.
from the writer's perspective, he's making that lead to us, not to the Romans, or
Yeah,
like,
the ones watching.
yeah, like instead of it being the Romans. And it was Shauna that was giving the speech. So I don't know if that would make her Brutus or Mark Antony. I guess it would make her Mark Antony, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I think it was kind of like a plea to the audience, like you're about to see these girls cannibalize one of their own and one of their good friends, but they're not just, like, you can't just judge them based on this act. Like, Julius Caesar was a tyrant and he did horrible things, but Mark Antony was saying that he was awesome. He wasn't just like that, he was more than just that, you know?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, maybe the writers are kind of talking to the audience. And then, like I said, with that weird website thing, so I don't know. And like, yeah, I thought it was weird that, like I said, that Elijah Wood, so much time was wasted on the Elijah Wood scene just to find out that Randy may have seen the people that kidnapped Natalie, which we already know as an audience member haven't seen it. And I know at the same time we're trying to show that Misty Undead is trying to throw him off of the Adam scent as well, you know?
Yeah. Because he was trying to make advances to her, like he likes her, but then she was trying to, like, not go for it.
Like, that's kind of weird, like, I don't know, like, maybe they just don't know how to write it very well, or maybe it's gonna play into it. But, like, that was my big problem with the whole show so far with the first season, was like, I don't buy how I died, goddammit.
I died.
I don't buy Adam's infatuation with Shauna, you know? Like, that was hardcore. Like, he's a grown-ass man, not like some teenage kid, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, he fell for this shit super hardcore, and, like, he paints all these pictures, and he's all in love, and... Like, that just seemed fucking weird. At first, when we were watching it initially, we were figuring, oh, this guy is, like... He's setting her up, or like how they thought, like, you know what I mean? But then I guess it just turned out it was for real. He was just that infatuated with Shauna.
Yeah.
It didn't seem too weird. Like, it didn't seem like, I don't know.
Yeah, the level of that degree of
infatuation,
lust, what have you.
Yeah, like, you know, like that Adam guy was like this kind of loser looking guy, I mean, a decent looking guy, and so. But anyways, it seems like they're trying to do that with the Elijah Wood character, with the Misty character. Anyway, my thing is that they're making allusions to different stuff. Like that Julius Caesar, so I think they're trying to talk to the audience, and with that website, ARG looking thing, where you can actually type in that website, it's like they're trying to communicate to the actual audience too. And then there was a bunch of stuff too, like I don't know if it's going to come up later or if there's going to parallel, but I'm pretty sure the writers are probably like English majors, because the name of that Elijah Wood's boat is called Great Expectations. And for some reason, Misty, when she was giving that Elijah Wood the phone number real quick, she said something about Cyrano sucks, it was a boring play or whatever. So I'm assuming she's referring to the play Cyrano de Borgiac, which was some weird ass play that I'm not familiar with, but I know Steve Martin did a movie called Roxanne, which was kind of based on that play.
Sorry. Let's see. Phew. Look at you three. You play like a regular trio. We're not a trio. Don't look at me like that. There are 2 more Guardians out there. What? We're not a trio. We're a quintet. Let's go find the others. Legato, you okay? Just enjoying the cool air while I can. We're going to Bolero? Hotlands now. Bolero? Bolero?
And so did we finish that stage?
Yeah, we finished that biome.
Hmm.
Looks like there's maybe 1, 2, 3 left. 3 biomes.
Alright, let me just tell you my other things real quick that I kind of jotted down.
Yep.
What do you make of Natalie's connection to... Like, the things with Natalie is weird too, because... So I guess another one of my takeaways is all these literary allusions where it's referencing, like, why are they referencing Cyrano de Bergerac? Why are they referencing Great Expectations? Why are they referencing Julius Caesar? And so it's like, okay, they're probably, because that dude had a big ass nose. If something happens where they have a big ass nose or a sword fight, like they're alluding to something, like they're giving hints or foreshadowing. Natalie, like, it was weird, like, on one of the last episodes, she was ready to bail the fuck out of that cult compound, and then all of a sudden she stays there. It didn't really show her. Did it show her why she decided to stay there after all instead of just bailing after a while?
Not really, because episode 2, she wanted to leave, but then I forgot the
It
name of
was
the...
nighttime and some
Yeah, like,
shit.
oh, the last train left, and
Yeah.
you just have to wait. You'll be stuck waiting anyways. Like, she didn't, like, argue to not stay or to stay, but yeah.
Okay, and I'll get that. Okay, that's kind of somewhat excusable then. Okay, she decides to stay. But then it just... Then why is she still there, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so, okay, so another note I saw that shows her drinking that Kool-Aid, basically. She's, whatever drink that they make there, she's been drinking it in one of the episodes, of this episode. So I don't know if that's anything or just a wink wink. So like I said, Cyrano de Bergerac, so if something happens with the Noah sword fighting, whatever. And I guess, what are you making of Shauna's character, present time Shauna, Breaking Bad? Like, is it seeming like... Is it seeming... how should I say? Does it seem like it's coming together organically, or does it seem like it's kind of getting sped up, or... Like, I don't know, like... It seems like they're pushing it hard now, right?
And Chana's the mom, yes?
Yes.
A little bit, but I guess that's always been kind of a thing with her. I mean, I guess kind of also, I guess, yeah, why she had the affair and all that, just being bored.
Yeah, it's like I know, like, you never saw Breaking Bad, but that's what the thing that was kind of interesting about Breaking Bad is like, you got to see this character slowly, like, you kept rooting for this character, and like eventually all the things would escalate to where it's like, man, why am I still rooting for this guy? But there would, like, we got to see him before he broke bad, and we got to see and understand why he was doing the things he was doing. And even like when things got kind of bad and like real bad, it was hard to root for him. There was still part of us that was like rooting for him. The fucking Deus Ex Machina, find the thing to save the day and turn things around. With Shauna's character, like, I don't feel that yet, because Miranda was just kind of mentioned that, like, she probably is just this weird psychopath, and she's always been. Like, that's why, like, she seems checked out. Like, she doesn't try very hard with the daughter. She's just going through the motions. It just seems like they're trying to slowly establish that more and more, I guess. Or she might be like some sociopath or whatever, like where she's off, like, yeah, like maybe she lost her humanity in the woods or whatever, and she's kind of just been existing. Yeah. Anyway, it's kind of weird. So I'm hoping, I guess they're gonna do that more and more, like her present time, and then the fact that she killed that guy, she killed Adam, and she really didn't have too much remorse about it. So like maybe she is, and hopefully they do just make her present. And she's lied to. She lied to Misty, and she lied to all the other ones about it. About that the husband. They all don't know that the husband's in on it, do they?
No, they do not. They kept it under wraps.
So she's lying to them about that. So her character is not very like. Even though she's probably the main character, her character is not very likable or any redeeming qualities. Present time, her character. But since he's the main character, we have to have sympathy, or we should kind of root for her. But hopefully they just kind of make her character just not very redeemable, even though, like, by default, we just kind of give that to her since she's, like, the main character. So I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with her character.
Makes sense, especially, yeah, even I guess as when she was kids, she was banging her best friend's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And that give her best friend is like, there's a whole side of her that she didn't know. But granted, she was, I guess, kind of mispopular and just kind of selfish like that. But
yeah. And then there was something about wanting. Oh, that kind of ties into that thing that the girl told Misty about eating somebody, or you become you. I got that. I should have wrote down what she said. Because she actually ate Jackie. Well, they all ate Jackie, so then I don't know. I kind of. It's up to you if you want to try the next stage. I don't know, or just kind of want to finish this here.
Don't matter. We could do it. There's probably some dialogue since it's a new biome.
Well, let me just spit out my rest of my thing real quick.
Sure.
And then we can just like. Okay, then another thing was, did you notice that spiral thing where the beehive was in kind of was also the same spiral that came out, and I guess that MASH game that they were playing where Shauna was playing with Jackie's dead body. Remember, I guess Mary, I forget, well, that stupid game where they draw the little spiral up and she was asking, oh, you're going to marry Jeff, you're going to have whatever, and you're going to win $1 million. Mm-hmm. So that spiral comes up a couple of times, so it came up there and it came out in the beehive thing. I'm missing this. They said the thing about the bees. I forget what the hell the thing with the bees was too. She said that all the bees huddle around the queen bee to keep the queen bee warm, right?
Yeah.
And then when the queen bee, when there's another, well, some shit, when the queen bee's born, it kills the other bees up so they won't be born or some shit like that, so they would have enough food, or I don't know. But then, who is the queen bee that they're alluding to? Who do you think would be the queen bee?
The cult lady?
Do you think it's Lottie?
Yeah, because I mean they're all praising her as the voice of God or whatever. They're
well, here's my other theory that connects to the Twin Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
It's the symbol. A symbol symbolizes some. That's the symbol of that entity, I guess. Is in Twin Peaks, it's Judy or Jaude, which is like some big old epitome of evil. Mm-hmm. And the symbol kind of looks, I don't know, I think the triangle is some type of vaginal thing. And another one of my Twin Peaks connection possibly theories is it's a portal. I don't know if I told you last time, but I'm predicting that, what's the brother's name that they have? Javi?
Yes.
that he's gonna be alive through some portal thing. I told you that, right? Through that tree or something.
It mentions the tree, but not deep that it was a portal.
I'm predicting because in Twin Peaks, like the symbol of the Twin Peaks is like the mountains with the little triangle, which is like a portal. And then it's like, and then you've seen like I've mentioned that to you before, yeah, the Red Room in the Twin Peaks. People speculate that's like the waiting room that's between the two worlds, like our world, the TV world, and it's in between world where maybe some of the characters that know that they're characters that are communicating between us, the viewers, and the characters on the show. It's like some in-between world. So I don't know, maybe they're gonna do some portal thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm thinking he's gonna be alive via that portal. That's gonna be, he's gonna still be alive. I'm gonna do with some type of portal, and that connects to the song at the end. I don't know if it's a Tori Amos song or something. I know they ended last episode with Cornflake Girl, which was a Tori Amos song, and this song sounded like Tori Amos as well, but I wasn't for sure if this was Tori Amos. But in the song, it said something about time is but a portal. So I don't know, it's kind of like all this shit in my head. It's like, okay, maybe there's some type of portal thing that's going to go on with that triangle. And I don't know if you noticed, like, when Taisha went through the woods when she was in her doppelganger mode or her spirit world or her other alternate version world, or a version of her, it looked like the symbol was kind of turned a little bit. It wasn't like straight up, right?
I think so.
I know, I'm fixated. I fixate on shit. But anyways, it was slightly tilted.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the beehive symbol, I mean, when Lottie is taking Natalie to see the bees, like when you watch it again for a split second, like it's like they're giving clues or some weird things. It shows for like literally like a split second when she takes it off the thing. I thought it was the symbol of that, the same symbol, but the symbol is modified and it's turned. It has like a circle and it has 3 flowers and 3 butterflies. And it almost makes the same symbol as the cave, or not the cave, I'm thinking Twin Peaks. It makes the symbol of that, the whatever the fuck, I don't know what we should call it, but the symbol from the forest, right? Mm-hmm. It looks slightly like the same symbol that's on that beehive thing, but it's slightly different and slightly rotated. So I don't know, like and it has, like I said, 3 flowers, 3 butterflies, so I don't know who are the 3 people that those flowers are supposed to represent. So anyway, that's some of the shit that's bouncing in my head, but like I said, I can't stop. I've watched too much Twin Peaks conspiracy theory things. So I'm thinking portal, some type of time portal, maybe some type of meta commentary thing where some of these characters are trying to connect, like I don't know, maybe they know the characters on the show. Because that VHS thing is just throwing me off. But like I said, it could just be easy to explain because they just want us to know the difference, that this is like a fake reality, like the flashback at the end is fake, you know? Mm-hmm. But if not, it's just weird because, yeah, like it shouldn't be a jump shot like that, because then I've never done that before. And they're doing that jump shot, it makes us know, like, hey, we're watching a video, we're watching a show. I don't know how to explain it, but it just makes things weird.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, though.
I don't know, is there anything that you kind of thought was weird, or what were any of your takeaways on this?
Well, just the ending, was the in French, that saying when
yeah, what did you say? It was something about
blood. a blood sacrifice he's asking for or something like that. Lotte's acolyte, she thought she hears Il vet du sang, which translates he wants blood. Because this said supposedly that was referenced twice. I'm not sure in that same episode or in the show. But yeah, that was kind of weird because I guess she thought all the bees were dead, which was interesting because when what's her face, Lottie's telling what's her name,
Natalie.
Yes, when she's telling Natalie the whole bee thing. Oh, when the bee is here, they'll kill all the other baby queens from emerging. And now Natalie's at this commune, and she had that vision that all of her bees are dead. So I don't know if that was kind of foreshadowing that Natalie could potentially be a new queen bee.
If I were to wager, or if I were to go along with my theory or my train of thought, that entity, whatever that symbol is in reference to, is gonna, like, again, I can't. It's fucking. I'm just basically finding an ulterior way of trying to talk more about Twin Peaks. Because in Twin Peaks, the symbol represents this all like this fucking evil thing. It's a fucking entity, some alien-looking fucking thing. So I'm expecting that it's gonna represent that. That she's letting Lottie know that, hey, Lottie, you ain't the queen bee. It's like this thing, this entity, that symbol is a symbol for the queen bee, the queen thing, and it would make sense too. Like I said, it's like some Wiccan, weird looking occult alchemical symbol, but they probably, the creators, it's not probably like a real one because somebody could look it up, but it's influenced by that.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be some type of entity thing that's the real thing, I guess. And it's like I said, like, I don't know if I told you, if I was just talking to Miranda, like, with the exception of that Travis being there on the feast of Jackie, like, it would have been badass if it was just the girls cannibalizing each other, or cannibalizing Jackie, and like there's some commentary on that. I don't know. I'm just hoping the show is turning out to be smarter than like, instead of just being like an entertaining show, that it's also going to be a smart, entertaining show.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm entertained by it. It's a good show, but I'm hoping it's going to be deeper too. Like, it's going to have this.
Yeah, because the whole baby shower scene, when it was this timing coincidence, or just the whole, when the blanket and had Lottie sewed the symbol on it, and that's like all the birds just randomly fell from the sky dead or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and like I said too, like with the cult shit, the sex magic, like that happened when all that ice fell on Jackie. That's like, did I talk to you about that, or was it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
or
like
it was White Zombie or Chili Peppers, the blood sugar sex magic.
So it's like they, like, we're having. I'm trying to think. Like, damn, that was 2 episodes ago, but like, Travis was thinking about Lottie and some other thing, but with the sex magic, like, you're supposed to think about some result and shit you want, like some occult thing, and then like, while you climax, if it's the thing that you want, like something's gonna happen or whatever. It's trying to will something through sex and climaxing through sex or whatever. And then, like, I think that happened earlier. I'm trying to think of all the other times that sex has happened in the show, like on screen at the time. Like, did Van and Taissa have sex, right? And then some weird shit happened on that episode. I know there was that weird full moon episode where they were gonna kill Travis, right?
Yeah. But
and what happened? Was that Jackie?
They drank the spiked punch, but yes, Jackie screwed him. Just because.
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he found out about what's her face, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, but that was like the sex thing too, and then that was probably something with the moon. And another thing that's weird too is, like, I don't know if some occult thing is with 25 years. Because that's like, I probably told you way before, that's what the Twin Peaks was, like, I'll see you again in 25 years. And this is coincidentally 25 years. So I don't know if that's some type of astrological thing where 25 years some type of thing happens. But it's weird that it's, unless it's a reference or some type of thing. But like I know on Twin Peaks they have like the Saturn and the Jupiter and shit like that. I don't know. There's like I said, I don't understand Twin Peaks, but there's shit that's going on in there. And it's like it's very like Crowley shit and cult stuff, and it's also like UFO shit, and I don't know. But it's just weird shit, and like it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see where they're going with this, because for the longest time I thought that or was Andrew the one that they murdered in the adult time?
Adam.
I thought he was gonna be the brother, but
Javi.
yeah, but they like there's Javi's fate is still in limbo. They haven't really fully said what happened to him.
But I'm pretty sure he's alive, because like what would be the thing if he's dead? Like it adds no interesting thing to the show. And then Lottie, who's all knowing, has already said that he's alive, so I'm assuming he's alive. And then they made a really good point, because like how would he be able to survive out here if we can't survive and he's already been gone for whatever, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting, and the trailer for the next episode, where I guess they're kind of getting into it was the picture, the man with no eyes or something.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember that. Miranda was saying that supposedly Taisha saw that one at her grandma's funeral, right? That they showed?
I believe so, yeah. It's right at the end after the cast, so they're talking about the next episode, and her girlfriend was asking her what you see or who you talking about, and it was just a painting that looked like in the bedroom wall. And I think in the not the trailer, but like the opening, when the song is on, they show the man with no eyes standing around or something. It's very brief, but like I had no frame of reference to who this person was until they mentioned that quick snippet of, oh, the man with no eyes.
Yeah. And then who's Jessica Roberts? Was that the reporter? Like nobody said what's happened to the reporter that Misty poisoned, right?
Correct. Well, I'm assuming she killed her.
But then like, it can't, but then like, yeah, it's just weird, like the way they're doing some of the stuff. Because then like, wouldn't that be on the news, and if she didn't die, wouldn't she be gone to the authorities or?
Yeah, which is why I'm assuming that she would have had to have killed her. I mean, she's Misty's, I would say, crazy or to an extent, and she would have no qualms to.
But then why? But why show that? Like if they spent this 5-10 minute, 2 scenes at least with her doing this exchange with Elijah Wood, conveying information that we already knew, that Natalie, not even complete information, that Natalie might be involved with some purple cult might have taken Natalie. And spent like 10 minutes, so why couldn't they spend like 5 minutes showing Misty take the body away, or even a 30-second scene of Misty driving up behind the car and picking up that girl and putting her in her car or something. The only reason I bring it up too is because Taisha, after she leaves the hospital, remember she borrows her agent's car and her phone real quick or something like that?
Yeah.
I sent you the picture on Telegram. She calls Jessica Roberts. Who the fuck is Jessica Roberts? And that's what I'm saying. So just be like in they're giving you little clues. Like why even have that name on the phone? It's like a real quick split second where you have to pause it at the right time and zoom in on it.
Yeah.
So they're hiding things in here. Like like I said, Great Expectations, probably some type of theme with that. And like I'm put on the pictures on Telegram. Do you see that picture I sent you with the
Beehive.
box?
Yeah.
That was even a flash second too, like not even a full second for both of those. And it's 3 flowers, 2 that are in the circle, 3 butterflies. And it almost looks like if you were to turn it a little bit, it almost looks like that triangle. And that triangle kind of has like 2 lines going on it the other way, and like it's like a variation of it, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, I wish I knew more shit about this, but it's kind of like Squid Game too. Like Squid Game, like the villains, and I'm not super into Squid Game, but they had the triangle, the square, and the circle, and like that's a cult shit too, where it's like there's this thing where there's a circle that's inside the square that's inside the triangle, and it's like, I don't know, some fucking thing like this and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try and see what. Look more closely at the other similar images, and I guess the one by the dead guy, because they mentioned that before as well, just to see how the variants are. The one on the blanket.
Let me see if this works. I gotta figure this shit out, dude. Let's check this out. You get the last one?
Yeah.
This is just some of the shit. I think there's other ones on whatever the hell it is. Like in Twin Peaks, the 3rd season too, there was like this weird, like, forget what they call it. It's like some alchemy, like it's like alchemist symbols, but like it's like spiritual alchemy or some shit like that. I don't know. And then look, if you look at the top, it's fire and water, the triangles, and earth and air. You see that? The very top. So like if it's a triangle up, pointing up, it's fire.
Okay, yeah.
And that kind of is the one that the symbol has is up, and it has like a circle around it. And down is water. I don't know. But shit like that, I don't know. I try to get into shit like this to try to make sure it's even more interesting. Alright, fool, I don't know if I'm fucking rambling. You want to play another stage, or do you want to call it?
Yeah, let's play one more stage.
Alright. It's snowing! Ouch, these snowflakes burn!
That's not snow, it's ash. These are Bolero Hotlands. We're in the drama territory. Oh, looking at the song title, Annihilate, this looks pretty. That's what it's all about. Boo! Whoa, is that normal? I don't know. We'll need to find the Bolerians. and speak to their king. He'll know what to do.
Hey everyone, the music is starting. Oh, slick. Oh, sick. This is music I can shred to. And when the hell did you say that the show comes on?
I believe it comes out on Fridays. Go left. Whatever this is like headband. Yeah, we'll go this way, go this way. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we'll go left. I forgot how the end of season 1 ended, where it seemed like Lottie was kind of new, or I don't know if it's just the way it was, or it kind of seemed like Lottie knew about the cult, but this season it seems like she doesn't know about him.
Oh, what again?
Yeah, the end of season
Yeah.
1 when they kidnapped Natalie, to me
Yeah.
it seemed like it kind of seemed like Lottie knew about the cult. But
Kidnapping her?
yeah, or at least not.
Yeah. He did because he thought that he knew that Natalie was going to try to kill herself if he found that out.
So this wants to
But
go.
I think the thing was, it made it seem like
I died. I'll go left.
Lottie was dead because they never showed her. Well, they didn't even show it in season 1. They didn't show her alive or adult character, current time character.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're retconning that, like the retroactive continuity. Like, where they added all these new characters. I mean, we kind of heard that there was like a junior varsity team on there. But then we kind of just assumed that they were all dead, you know what I mean? Because they never showed them. So all of a sudden, like you said, like, audition for the cannon fodder later on. But yeah, like, it seemed like Lottie was... Because, oh, what was I gonna say? It looked like Lottie was the one that died at the beginning Remember when the show first starts?
Fuck I did.
Like, the one that they chase into that trap where she falls into the hair looks like it was Lottie's hair, unless it's that other Asian looking chick that was making the stew. And then they kind of, on that first episode, it's been a long time, they kind of highlighted the shoes that the person was wearing that chased them into that pit.
Yeah.
And it looked like they were the shoes that Fan was wearing, I remember correctly.
Yeah, but then if a lot of people, depending if they die or not, I'm assuming their clothes would get cannibalized.
Yeah, but now we know that Van didn't die.
Yes.
I mean, she hasn't come out in the future version or the current time.
Yeah.
But we see in the theme song.
So, what say you, Chump? Are you ready to call it?
Yeah.
Cool. But, this is a fun, not so sleepy time gameplay, Easter, Yellow Jacket. I forgot the name of this game.
Soundfall.
Soundfall edition, thank you. See what happens with the next episode of Yellow Jackets and what it has to bring.
Yeah.
I was joined here with Augie the Froggy. Obviously 2003. Hope everyone had a good Easter or weekend. All that fun stuff. This one's for Brody. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and have a good night.